Bryant Young, one of my childhood heroes. I ended my playing days as a nose tackle. I was a small school in Texas. We weren't very good. And so like I was one of the bigger kids, even though I wasn't that big. I graduated at 195. But like I was one of the stronger guys. So they put me, I was shade, and I loved watching Bryant Young. And so Kyle was asked, what are you guys going to get to watch, the Bryant Young speech and all that kind of stuff that's going on this week as he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I love this answer. And so we got two fun and nostalgic answers here from Kyle Shanahan.
Beach tonight. I don't know what time it's at. Usually it's during our walkthroughs, so I got to see. I mean, we missed a lot of Johns last year with that, so we'll replay it for people. But I mean, I love BY. I was a ball boy when he got drafted. And you talk about a rookie who comes in who doesn't act like a rookie. That guy was a man from day one. And for me to even know that as a seventh grader, I mean, it shows how unusual it was and how much he stuck out. And I think that was their Super Bowl year. And then just how long of a career he had. I got to see him in Atlanta. He'd come out and he was tight with Q, so he got to work with us a little bit. And he was the guy I tried to bring here a few years ago. Just the situation wasn't right at the time. But BY is so deserving as a player and one of the most impressive people too.
That seems to be one of the things that continues to come across with Bryant Young is the man that he is, overcoming his major injury, winning comeback player of the year, winning a Super Bowl in 94, all those things. Now, another follow-up question was asked, is there another player that stands out that came in as a rookie that was a man right from the start? And Shanahan just shook his head and goes, Bosa, like that dude was a professional. I think he said at 8 years old, which I thought was great. But again, how do you hold the past and the present in tension? The Bosa effect, whenever he showed up, and you go from, second overall pick to the Super Bowl. Now it's not all Bosa. There was a lot more to it than that. But yeah, Bosa was one of, if not the largest factor in that. I mean, dude was unreal just as a rookie. But that's who Bryant Young was. And the difference that he made, that 1994 49ers team might be one of the best ever of all time. I mean, just laid waste to people nonstop. And Kyle was asked, again, he was in seventh grade during that time. He was the ball boy. What do you remember about that 1994 49ers team? And gosh, man, it puts a smile on my face. I love remembering this. And for the younger crowd that maybe wasn't around or doesn't remember the 1994 year, it was special.
Or a lot of it. Yep. That's most of the stuff I remember is football stuff. But that was such a fun year. I mean, they brought in William Floyd, bar none, competing with Rathman. They had all the receivers. Then Dion wasn't there in camp, but I think he came week 3. You had Kid Norton Jr., who just got there for the first year, which changed everything. You had older veterans like Gary Plummer coming in, who were awesome. Richard Dent gave one of the rookie receivers his golf club for some fishing derby putting thing, and he's dropped the golf club and it went in a lake. And he offered someone $200 that they'd go find it the next day. So the next day I went over there with goggles and shoes and went swimming in a nasty lake and got that golf club and got $200. It was awesome. That was so cool. I mean, Ricky Jackson, everybody, Eric Davis. I mean, that was as cool of a thing to be around as I can remember.
That's freaking awesome, man. Like, that's my childhood. I went there. But that's my childhood. I was born 82. So I was a chubby little Chapman wearing, all my Jerry Rice gear, all my 49ers gear every day, walking around Dallas, people talking trash. And I think that's where I kind of got like I loved football way before that. In Texas, we started playing much younger age, but like it was just, it became me. I was a diehard 99ers fan before 94, but living in Dallas that year, oh my gosh, man. I remember my mom telling me, like, you got to wash your jerseys more. You smell a little bit. But yeah, bar none, man. Like that was awesome. Freaking, throw the hands up, baby. William Floyd just makes me really, really happy. And these are the type. Now, is this team, the 2022 49ers, is it on that caliber? I don't think so yet. But I think we're closer to that style of roster and perhaps degree of excellence than we are what we've seen in the past. And that makes me happy. And what I mean by that is, yeah, I think I said I went off on this a little bit last episode too. So I don't want to, keep going back to this. But the idea is this: you better freaking enjoy this time. Not many teams have 5 Pro Bowlers on their or 5 All Pros on their roster with a young quarterback with this type of ceiling, with this energy, with this coaching staff, and an adhesive group of everybody freaking just being chill. Look at the division. Just look at the division. Arizona Cardinals, good gosh, that's bad news bears written all over them. They're having one of the worst off seasons ever. Rams lost 8 starters. 8. Now, did they get a couple back? Sure. Their quarterbacks having arm fatigue issues, all that stuff. Seattle, they don't even have a damn quarterback. Hope we don't let them have one for free. But, like, not saying the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl or anything like that, but golly, man, we should feel very, very, very thankful with where the 49ers are positioned and where the 49ers are heading. Everything is pointing up. Everything is pointing up. Now we got to see how they can do with it. Doesn't mean it's going to be a great year. We felt the same way going into 2020. You got to play the games. But man, I'm happy. And I love this. I love the tension of the past and the present with this franchise, with, father Shanahan, son Shanahan, with BY, Bosa. Ah, it's awesome, man.